Drop the bass.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Marks or Marks on Blank Space Entertainment. I am the internet's Mark Medina, here with the Reverend Alex Larson.
How are you guys doing?
Wow, that was so. He was like full of energy today. He was like, let me paint a picture. He was like, "Hey guys, how are you?" And then joining us again is the Blank Space Entertainment PR manager, Amanda Medina.
What up?
Wow. We're just all being crazy today. So today we've only got one topic to talk about, but it's the topic America is talking about, and that is this goddamn dress.
The dress.
The dress. Hashtag the dress.
Go to Google, type in and the dress will be the first thing to pop down.
It probably will be.
It will be. I tried it.
Oh, wow.
You're like T, tomatoes. H, the dress. You're like,
Yeah.
goddamn. So, let's all make sure we're in agreement. Okay, it's totally blue and black, right?
I'll be the first to admit that the first time I saw it, I saw white and gold.
We all have different stories about how this happened.
Yeah, no, I know that the dress is, according to the website, blue and black. Like, I know that, you know? But when
I've accepted that.
Yeah. When I saw it the first time, I'll go ahead and start my story off, apparently. When I saw it the first time, somebody on my Facebook that I know in town had posted a picture of this white and gold, really beautiful dress. And she said, "This dress is breaking the internet harder than Kim K's ass," or something like that, right? And I was like, okay. And I was going to click the comments, but she at that point had about 88 comments. And I thought, no, I don't care that much about whatever this dress is, right? It's something stupid. So I went about my day. We were in San Francisco at the time for a Nintendo voice chat.
Watch March 3rd's episode.
Right.
And we were in the hotel room, and that's when I saw it. And then probably like 20, 30 minutes later, I got on my Instagram, and somebody else that I don't even know in real life that I follow, she had posted a picture of the dress. And again, white and gold, beautiful dress. And when I scrolled down, because I'm like, what is going on with this dress? I scrolled to see what the comments were, and people kept saying it's blue and black, it's blue and brown, it's white and gold, blue and black. And I was like, what are they talking about? I scrolled back to that. I just scrolled it back down. The dress was blue and black that time. And I about pooped my pants because...
Wow.
That's extreme.
It was very extreme. And I looked at Mark, and I turned the phone to him, and I said, what color is this dress? And...
I said blue and black. So here's my story.
Yep.
Okay, so my story was pretty boring. She showed me, and I was like, oh, it's blue and black. That's fine,
Why?
right? like, whatever, okay. I'm trying to... whatever. So,
trying to watch the Cleveland show.
Yeah, oh my god, the Cleveland show is
Horrible.
terrible. Have you ever watched that show?
Yeah.
It's not
There's a
good.
reason it's not on the air anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. I turned
When
it
you're in a
off or
hotel room
something.
and you have nothing to watch, you'll take anything. We
Oh,
watched,
yeah.
we
But
watched
not
this.
that.
We watched some really bad comedians. Well, they ended up being pretty funny, but
No, the comedian was funny. I was
He was
thinking of his
pretty
name.
funny.
I'd plug him.
but we were like watching whatever, and then it was the Cleveland show, and I was like, okay, something I recognize instead of
Right.
like this reenactment bullshit. And we were like, this is awful, this is terrible. So the Cleveland show, don't watch it, it's terrible.
Well,
Anyways, you just shouldn't talk that much. You can never talk that much of Family Guy.
Yeah.
yeah, he
He's
talks
not.
all the
He's
time.
not a good lead.
He's not.
Yeah.
And then,
so-
like, the rest of the
The
characters.
kid.
oh, there's
that
that little fat kid, and then there's the daughter.
Well, I
and
like how they have a young child.
The thing
It's
that-
very similar to Stewie in the sense that he talks and he's like the more smart one. And they got the fat one that's like Chris. And then I'm like,
The thing that bugs me about the fat one is that, like, when he was on Family Guy, Cleveland Jr. was, like, skinny as shit and, like, hella hyper.
I know. So that it's supposed to be Cleveland Jr., right?
They
the one
call
that's on
him
the
Cleveland
trampoline
Jr..
That's like,
oh, we didn't watch enough
look at
of
me
it.
go.
But yeah. And then, like, there was that, like, golf episode and
Yeah.
stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah, I love that
Yeah.
kid.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know why they changed him to be,
Very-
like...
yeah, it was
It's-
very weird.
That show sucks. Back to topic. So I looked at the dress and it was black and blue, no freaking doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're hanging out with our friends that night, and we're sitting at this Mexican restaurant, and I was about to tell them, so what did you get? Have you guys seen this whole dress fiasco? So then all of a sudden they were like, oh my god, by the way, we have to see if we're still friends. What color is the dress? And I was like, oh my god, we were just about to talk about this. So I was like, what do you mean? What color is it? It's black and blue. Like, there's no other way to see it. But then our other friend, his name is Joel, he's like, no, 100%, you guys are wrong. It's white and gold. And we're like, you're crazy. And they told us all these text messages they had, and they were like losing friendships.
Basically thought that they were going to not be friends anymore because the one friend that it was white and gold
Goddamn.
thought that Dylan, the other friend that said it was blue and black, was playing a trick on him. It was just being mean. Like, literally just being mean. So he was, like, trying to get confirmation. This dress is white and gold. Why is he saying it's blue and black? Like, it's not funny. It's not a funny joke.
He texted his mom, and his mom was like, no, it's blue and black. He's like, it was at that point that he realized, okay, he thought people were just messing with him.
Yeah.
And
He thought everybody he talked to was picking on him and lying until he asked his mom, he said.
Yeah.
And
So I had heard a few things where basically the
she
dress...
was in on the joke too, obviously.
Yeah, right.
Obviously.
Right?
Sorry, Joel.
3 hours away. And I had heard, like, oh, you have to, if you look at the dress in different lighting, if you, whatever, because you were even saying earlier, you know, the biggest way to look at it is to look at the original picture, not reposts, not where people have edited it, just the original picture, non-edited.
Well, there's so many out there now. It's
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that was the
there's
problem.
This picture of the girl, her name's Elsa from Frozen, and she's wearing it. It's just like a stupid Instagram picture, and it was like, what color's the dress? Just let it go, whatever. And in that picture, it was white and gold. And I never thought anything about it. I was like, okay, in this one, it's white and gold because it's supposed to be white and gold and whatever. So then last night, we get home from San Francisco, and we showed her parents, and her dad's like, no, it's white and gold. You guys are crazy. So then I was like, look at this picture of Elsa. And then all of a sudden, the picture of Elsa was blue and black. And I had seen it in white and gold.
Yeah.
And I, like, threw my phone away because that was the first time
It never
had
changed.
changed for me. And it freaked me out.
Yeah, it freaked me out when I scrolled on my Instagram, and then when I scrolled back up, just, down to comments, back up to picture, it went from white and gold to blue and black, which I just gotta say, the white and gold is more fabulous, so.
So, like, my story is way less dramatic. I was on Tumblr, or Tumblr.
Even less dramatic than mine.
And, like, I'm scrolling through, and I think the first actual reference I saw to it was somebody had posted the PlayStation Twitter post of the controller where, like, Sony announces white and gold PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
And, like, at this point, I knew nothing about the dress. I actually Google searched the controller. I was like, oh, really? Like, cool. More colors. Felt stupid because I didn't find anything. So then, like, later, like, I keep scrolling down. And so, like, I see... But the first post I ever see about this dress is I see, like, 2 pictures of the dress side by side. And then, like, one's the white and gold, and one's the blue and black. So, like, off the bat, I was kind of, like, ruined.
What color is this?
Oh, okay.
Like, see, that's blue and black.
Let me
That-
see.
Oh, hey,
this-
it actually lightened, but I don't know if that was your
This is
screen.
the first picture I saw of it. This is
Yeah,
the first,
and that-
this is
and
the
that-
first picture I saw of it.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
looking
so
at what
when
looks
you
like
showed
the
it to me-
original picture. and
Yeah,
it
hopefully it's the
looks-
first one.
It looks blue and black.
So when you
for
showed
sure.
it to me,
Uh-huh.
it was blue and black, and then, like, and then, I don't know if maybe your phone got, like, a message. If I
Right
stare
now,
at it for
yeah.
more than a second, it turns white and gold.
It's so
Like, I
it's-
see it transition, and I'm not sure if it's I don't think it's your phone. I guess it's just my eyes. So,
Huh,
I-
yeah.
I
It's
won't admit to
so-
what it really is, because I don't know.
I
think it's-
Are you more in the blue and black club than the white and gold club, or are you 100% split? You don't know what it is.
I don't know. Like, I really think it looks white and gold, and, like, even when I see it as black and blue or whatever,
Yeah.
it still just looks like it's just, like, in a dark shadow.
Yeah.
So until they take that dress, like, take it outside and,
Yeah.
like, take a new fucking photo.
I mean, to be fair, it's a retailer's listing is when people first saw it.
Right.
It is listed
Yeah,
as
it's black and blue.
black
Or-
and blue.
Yes.
Like, so
There's not even
so
a
what,
white and gold option.
Yeah,
for that
whatever
dress.
you see
Which there
is
should be.
irrelevant. The shirt is blue and black, and somebody took. What happens is somebody took the picture and they inverted it in Photoshop, and it does turn white and gold.
But
Yeah.
in a different sense, because when you look at this picture of the blue and black dress and you see it, the big piece of lace right in the middle, right? Everyone knows that is black. But when they invert it, that one turns white. But when you look at this and you see it as white and gold, I can tell you this because I've seen it as white and gold. The lace is what's gold. All the black on this dress, when you see it as white and gold, is gold. And the blue parts are what's white. But when you invert it, it's the opposite. These parts are gold and this part is white. So there's a difference.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. Who knows, man? It's
Very
crazy.
weird.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's
So, do you think that, like, with spring coming up, hopefully some warmer weather, will this be like the hit dress of the season?
I absolutely do not think that. I think a week from now, nobody's going to be talking about it at all. I think it's going to be the hit Halloween costume this year. I
You think people will
everyone's
remember that
gonna
long
be-
though?
It's rough. I don't know.
'Cause you
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's the same as like Game of the Year when you know Dragon Age won against South Park, and I'm like, well, those aren't the same year, and it's like, oh wait, no, they were. It was one was January and one was late November.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard because you know that's what Halloween is. Halloween is kind of a sum up of what happened this year. You know, like last year for Halloween, it was more relevant, but I dressed up as an Ebola patient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was more during the summer than closer to Halloween. But still, it's like Halloween kind of is like the highlights of everything. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Kim Kardashian ass costumes and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, it's like, oh, it's topical because it happened this year. I don't know. This is a big thing, though, because a lot of people, yeah, everybody knows about it. The only person so far that I've talked to that had no idea what I was talking about was my mom. And then when I showed her, she said it was black and blue, just for reference. But
Just
she,
for reference.
I was like, what do you think of the color of the dress? And she was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I had to show her a picture.
Yeah.
I think the real question is does it really matter? And the answer is absolutely not.
It doesn't, but I think it just kind of freaks people out that maybe it's not like people say it's a matter of lighting and this and that. But if we're all looking at it, if I look at it on my phone on Instagram on one brightness, scroll up and then scroll back, and it changed colors, it makes you wonder if it is more of a brain thing where your brain and eyes
Well,
are
it
saying,
definitely is,
you
because
see it as one color, so that's just what your eyes perceive it as. But then you see all these comments saying blue and black, and then your brain maybe questions that and goes, wait, what? And then you go back and you see it as blue and black.
There's those optical illusions where it's like okay, here's a train and it's going away from you. But if you try it, you can make it where it's coming towards you.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, yeah, it is going away from me. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, no, now it's coming towards me. And then you try to think, oh wait, now I can't get it to do the
Kind
other
of like
thing.
when tires spin.
Well,
Tires
and
are
then
spinning one way
there's
and
that other
they
one
look
where
backwards.
it's like a ballerina or whatever, and she's spinning on a pole, and they say if you look at it, she'll start
Spinning the
spinning
other way.
backwards.
Yeah.
And so then you do, and once you've made that decision, she's spinning backwards or she's spinning forward. That's what your brain latches onto, and I think that's what's happening with the dress. Is you get shown what it is, and
Right.
you either think one way or another, or if somebody
Right.
says something, you think one way or another, and then you latch onto that idea
Yeah.
that is white and gold, because it's crazy to me, because we were talking to her dad, and I was like, "What
He's
is
very
this?"
adamant
And he's
that
like,
it's-
"That is 100% white and gold."
That's
And I'm
how-
like, "You're ridiculous. This
Him
is
and my
blue
mom
and
see
black.
it as
It's
white and gold."
crazy to me that's
But-
happening." He's like,
yeah.
"That's white.
What about when
and
you-
that's gold?" And I'm like, "That is blue. How is that? It's like dark blue."
What
And
about
he
when
sees
you
it as
see
white.
those, you know those things they put on the computer screens where it's like checkerboards and they say stare at the dot, and then you'll see like you're staring at this black dot in the middle of this black and white checkerboard basically, and all of a sudden your eyes start doing this thing where you see like, little gray polka dots start moving around. back
Oh
and forth.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
like an old one.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
haven't-
those
yeah.
things have been around forever. So obviously our eyes do things based on colors and where they're at and stuff like that. So it's not this huge like, oh my god, aliens exist or whatever.
Yeah.
Though some people believe that. Jason.
Well, it's kind of the most simple one is your nose. They say that your eyes do see your nose 24/7, but unless you're focusing on it, which is what Amanda is doing right now,
It's quite a large nose, so it's hard not to see.
especially
it,
when you drink sodas
and eat sandwiches at
at,
IGN.
It just
at,
grows.
at IGN.
The food
It's
goes
like-
right to her
it's like
nose.
It's very
Pinocchio.
specific. She
Yes.
has to be drinking soda at IGN
Yes.
in front of 200 people. If you don't, it doesn't happen.
Well, it makes
It's
sense.
just normal.
They were
optical
only
illusion.
at IGN to see Amanda eat. So, okay.
I
Yeah.
think so. That's how I felt it.
That's they were there to see you drinking soda.
Yeah.
But they say that your brain, it knows it's there,
Yeah.
so it chooses to not show it to you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The human body is a fucking weird ass thing.
Especially the brain.
Your brain does some weird stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody on this pod, well, I mean, me and Amanda both say yes, blue and black. You you've been burned too many times.
yeah.
It keeps switching for you.
Keep switching. But most of the time I do see it as white and gold. I'll admit that.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
I saw it as white and gold, and I preferred it as white and gold, so I'm just going to say that. I'm going to be
I've
honest.
seen
Yeah.
it. I saw it as white and gold when it was on that Elsa picture.
Because
When it
the
was
background
edited
was
on
blue,
that
and then
Elsa
it was
picture.
edited.
Yeah.
And but that was it. It was white and gold. But then when I showed somebody else, it's now blue and black. And now when I look at that picture on my Instagram, it's blue and black from now on.
Yeah.
The original picture itself has always been blue and black.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to change once because I was looking at it and I thought it was going to change, and then it didn't. It stayed blue and black because that's kind of how it's been. Is it's kind of like, I guess I could see it as white and gold. Oh my God, it's white and gold now. That hasn't happened to me though. So, yeah.
All right, then.
Anybody else? We all good? We're all
Well,
agreeing. This thing's crazy as hell.
Or,
I think-
or aliens do exist.
Or aliens do exist. Or it's like
every
a
time you
GIF.
see it a different
It's
color.
probably a GIF that has like
It's
a
just-
20-minute timer and it just changes every so
Or
often. You're like, what?
it's the government.
Oh, it
It's
is.
probably
the
the
government.
God damn it, Obama. Changing the dress's color.
It's all
Thanks,
Obama's fault.
Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Ending our friendships.
Yeah, man, people are fighting about it.
Yeah. It is.
Well,
So that's it for this week's episode, or today's episode. We keep saying this week. Last episode you said
Oh, God damn
next
it.
week, and it's like, God, we do this every day.
yeah.
Every
That's okay.
freaking
No
day.
one's listening or watching these right now. So
What?
we're okay.
What?
They actually have a decent amount of views. Oh yeah, by the way, those people who have watched it, or listen to it rather, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
And if
We
anybody-
value every one of you.
Yeah,
Yes,
and if
the
yeah,
one of you.
I know. So, like, some people get YouTube videos and they put them on there, and within a nanosecond, they're at thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. You know, one of our videos hit 100 views the other day, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
Right?
like 100 people clicked on
Milestones.
this thing. It's awesome. To
We
me.
went to the bar and celebrated. We got you.
Well,
So-
we put a lot of, heart and soul, and we really sit down and think it through. We don't just try to put out crap. We really try to
Yep.
make sure
Yeah.
that it's going to be something that's entertaining and what people like, and
Yeah. Well,
collective.
and
It's very collective. Everybody has a say in this. Group,
it's
you
only
know?
been about 2 to 3 weeks since we decided to start doing it.
Yeah.
And we've already bought equipment for it. Like, it's what we have fun doing.
We enjoy
Yeah.
it.
So, if anybody ever has a question or a comment, there's
Yeah.
no comments yet.
Suggestion.
No comments.
Yeah. So if anybody, and which is fair, they say for every 1,000 views you'll get like 1 or 2 comments, and we're not even barely hitting 100.
Yeah.
But if anybody has a comment or a question, you can either send it. You can either preferably post it on YouTube, and we'll answer it, or blankspacentertainment@gmail.com. We check it every day.
Yeah.
We have an Instagram too. It's blank space entertainment with a period in between blank space
Blank
and
dot
entertainment.
space dot entertainment.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, that's it for today's episode, and we will see you guys tomorrow. I am the internet's Mark Medina.
I am the Reverend Alex Larson.
Praise be. Alex.
Right.
I'm the boss.
She's the boss. And we'll
The
see you
boss.
guys next time.